What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we got two things going on. One, you can tell because of the thumbnail, we got babies. And two, one of you guys is going to win the Hygger Auto Top Off Kit. Now the fry, baby fish are called fry if you didn't know. The eggs were laid on March 3rd. It is currently the 10th and they are free swimming. So I'm going to bring you guys through that journey. And at the end of the video, I'll let you guys know who won the Auto Top Off Kit. So it all started on the 2nd of March. I put these two, Cosmo and Wanda, on their own side. And on the 3rd, I woke up to this rock covered in eggs. I know they're kind of hard to see, but I assure you, they are there. Now, Cosmo and Wanda are both Texas cichlids. Cosmo is a regular green Texas, and Wanda is a red Texas. The difference is, a red Texas is a hybrid cichlid between a Texas and your average blood parrot. Now, just because you crossed a Texas and a blood parrot doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get a red Texas. It definitely doesn't mean that you're going to get a quality red Texas either, and the same goes for this pair here. What will happen is when these fry hatch, some of which are going to look like a regular green Texas, some of which might look like a parrot, and some of which might look like a red Texas, which is ultimately what we're going for, but it's not guaranteed. To put it in perspective, you could have one whole clutch, which can be up to 1,000 eggs, and not get one singular quality red Texas. So now it's been about 50 hours, just more than 48 hours, and we have little tiny black dots inside of the eggs and some white fungusy stuff. The black dots are key. This means your eggs are fertile. Those are little tiny embryos in there. And the white fungus is something that occurs on the unfertilized egg. It's actually a bacteria. It's not a fungus at all. So from the time they are laid until they hatch, you'll see the parents swimming over them, kind of swimming a little funny. This is called fanning. What it's doing is putting oxygenated water over the eggs, keeping them alive and fungus free. Both parents will do this, although the male sometimes may eat the eggs if they're not used to breeding. The female might also eat the eggs if she feels she has laid them in a non-safe environment. Just something to think about. Now let's move on to the morning of day 3. So I woke up on the morning of day 3 to see this. The male Texas was fanning the eggs, and little tiny fries were falling off of the rock down onto the bottom, and the mom was putting them in the corner near the sponge filter. I know it's really hard to see, but I'll show you closer right now. As you're watching, you'll see a bunch of tiny little things falling off of the rock down onto the glass below. Those are the babies. Or what we call them in the hobby, fry. So a few hours have gone by and we have a huge pile of babies down here, and the female started to get a little aggressive with the male, so I separated the two. So currently I have the male green Texas over here with the Geophagus 70 or 7I. He's going to stay over here until this female can raise some of her young. I'm going to be doing a few different things, and I'm going to show you that right now. So I went ahead and collected some wigglers, and I'm going to be putting them in a couple of different spots. In a small tank, in a fry net, and some with the mom. Here there's a couple hundred wigglers in a small 5-gallon tank that I set up in my living room, and we're going to see how these guys do in comparison to these ones that I got in the fry net. Now let's get on to the next day. So the fry hatched and became wigglers on March 5th, and on the 9th we started to see our first free swimming babies, which is quite a few, but not all. This is the 9th day since the eggs have been laid, and the real surprise comes on the 10th. Now before we see exactly how many fry we got going on and how they are doing on day 10 of being laid, becoming wigglers, and now are free swimming, we have to see who won the Hygger Auto Top Off Kit. And the winner of the 2,000 subscriber Hygger Auto Top Off System giveaway is JP Zen 36. Hit me up on Instagram. You won the Auto Top Off Kit. We'll get it all figured out in direct messages. And let me be the first to say congratulations, sir, for winning. I also want to thank you and everybody else that watches the videos, whether this is your first video you've seen of mine or your 100th. I appreciate it all. It's amazing. I really didn't think that people would want to watch my channel, but you're proving me wrong. Now for what all of you are waiting for. Let's check out these free swimming fry. There's a ton. First, we'll start off with the breeder net. Most of the fry that I put into the breeder net as wigglers ended up dying. They can get underneath the plastics and stuck. I did save about 10 out of here, but we did lose a good 50 to 100. Now for the little mini tank. We sure do have a bunch of little guys here. Most of them are in this corner. We do still have some over here. A lot of these guys that are still over here seem to be a little bit deformed. Their spines are either curled in or they're just no tails at all. Now that's gonna happen. Some fish are gonna be born with deformities, and that's what culling is for. Culling is when you take a fish and you euthanize it because there's something defective with it. There's something wrong with it. It's not going to live a good, pristine life. Some breeders will take culling a step further and cull non-perfect specimens. So if they're going for a particular look with their fish, they would cull off the fish that don't have that exact traits that they're looking for. Now, this cloud of dust floating around in here, that is all babies, my friend. And she is a very good mom. She is protective. She doesn't like the camera getting up there, even though she's very much used to the camera. She's just in defense mode. But look at all these little guys. This is crazy. To be 100% honest with you, I have no idea how many fry are here. But if you guys would like to guess on how many fry will make it to adult size and let me know in the comments, I can entertain that. So let me know those guesses down in the comments. We are going to be making a Red Texas playlist because obviously we have many more videos to make on these fry growing up and becoming adult fish. And plus, this will be a good opportunity to talk about a lot of the nuances within the fish keeping hobby. So I hope you're looking forward to that. Until next time, guys, peace.